Kicking what big where?
Kicking it down the road. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to My Brother's an Idiot. And we've already lost an idiot. Good God almighty.
It wasn't me this time.
I know. Just took her headphones and ran away. What are you doing? What is happening over there? You, what are you doing?
Oh, me?
Yes.
I had to go get something. Shut up. Don't ask questions so close to Christmas.
Okay. Okay, Nana.
That is 100% a Michaela statement. She says that all the time.
Yeah, and I know where she gets it. Well, welcome. It's that podcast full of goonery, shenanigans, and dumb shit because we don't have anything better to do, but we're glad you're here. Who is in a tunnel? Dear God, this thing's already off the rails already.
It's probably me.
Oh, are people drag racing up and down Lowry?
Yes.
That's it. There you go. Got it. All right. Well, let's kick you around the rest of the squad first. And in celebration, she has joined us. She's graced us with her presence. We are damn glad to have her. She is the dipshit, the producer, and she needs to get to bed to grind for shinies. MJ, what is up?
Not much. Like you said, it's bedtime. My Snorlax, I just got a notification that my Pikachu and my Squirtle are running out of energy for the day, so I need to go to sleep so that they can have their energy to get me berries so that I can feed my Snorlax.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a solid plan right there. I fully support that 100%.
Thank you.
Next, holding down the fort in the Extreme Southern Command, he is the owner and proprietor of Knox Nostalgic Collectibles. He is Mark's brother-in-law, my co-brother-in-law, an official title as we learned. Tank, what's going on, buddy?
How's it going? Doing good. Trying to avoid the hail.
Yeah, wild weather today. Yeah, that was something else. Those of you in Denver know what we're talking about because it was insanity today. Wave after wave of bullshit. All right, finally, last but not least, the man we've named the podcast after, the one with the hair. He is the idiot to my smart one. He is the goon to my goon. He is the Goldagoon, the Kaiser. I summon him, my brother, Goon.
Hello, Michaela. How's it going?
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic. How are you? Why are we so close to the microphone?
I don't know. Are you yelling at me too?
No, you were just kept getting closer.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. Yeah, it started at like 5 o'clock this morning and has run us over about every 90 minutes since then. The rain.
Yeah,
it's
been
crazy
wild today. Yeah, it's been a while.
It's worse than it's been here then.
Shout out to Stirrings that makes a blood orange bitters that's non-alcoholic.
Shout out. A shout out to our friends of Polliner too. Met with them today. Look for them on a mini tour near you soon. Sponsor us.
That'd be cool.
Right.
Shout out to Red Bull. Shout out to MGM.
Yeah, shout out to everyone who needs to give us money.
Shout out to Pokemon.
Right. Let's just name drop everything and see what gets us viral.
Shout out to Meow Wolf.
Meow Wolf. Right. All right, well, let's get rolling. We have got a ton to cover and as much patience as we can stomach. Michaela, I understand that you have a game for us.
What does that statement mean? As much patience as we can stomach?
Yep, absolutely.
Hold on. It's basketball dipshit time.
All right, we're in your hands. Take it away.
She literally wears many hats.
So, all right, we're playing a game. I'm stealing this game from the podcast Puck Soup, who stole it from another podcast about movies. They call it Name Pat Falloon. I'm calling it Name Fat Lever. So here's how it works. And I'm going to need you guys to pay attention.
This is the wrong squad then.
Yeah, you're asking a lot.
All right.
Especially of this one down here.
So I have done research on basketball, which I have a bone to pick with the basketball reference people. If y'all do not come up with a way to name teams that doesn't confuse me, there's a CHO and a CHA and a CHH, and they're all the fucking Charlotte Hornets, but there's been 3 versions of the Charlotte Hornets or something. So they all have their own. Oh, I was getting so mad. Okay. So
I wasn't paying attention. Is that a tough start?
I don't know. Well, there's the Charlotte Hornets, the Charlotte Bobcats, and the New Orleans Hornets.
Yeah.
yes, that also fucked me up because it went NOH, and then the next year it was NOK, and then the next year it was NOH, and then later it's NOP, and that's all just fucking
Yeah,
New Orleans.
Pelicans.
And I was
Well, I
like,
was wondering with the Pelicans. Yeah,
I despise you.
it's actually a different franchise at that point.
Whatever. The Jets are the Jets. Okay, so
Someone doesn't like the Pelicans.
That's what he used to call them. Michaela and Matt know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Oh my God.
We're not sharing that over the waves.
No. All right. Fire away.
okay, so I have in front of me a list of categories. In each category, there are 3 names. I'm going to tell you what the categories are, and in a row, or in order. You're going to pick a category. You're going to tell me A, B, or C. Once you tell me A, B, or C, I am going to tell you the current age, the number of games played, and the most recent team played for of this player. Then, whoever's turn it is, they are going to tell me how many clues they think that they need to guess Fat Lever. The clues in order are their amateur team, their height and weight, their draft spot, their draft team or their first team if they were undrafted, their years played, their career points per game, their country they were born in, their current or most recent cap hit, their most recent points per game, and every team they've played on.
So it's
So-
like name that tune.
Yes. So, in order, or rather, once the first person picks how many clues they need, it moves on to the next person. And if that person thinks they can get it in less clues, then they'll tell me how many clues they can get them on. And then it goes to the next person. Whoever has the less or the least clues, guesses or thinks that they can get it in the least clues, they'll get to, well, I'll tell them the clues, and then they'll try to name Pat Lever.
Yeah,
And then
it's
if they
4
can't go that, it goes backwards.
It's 20 questions, but name that tune.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yep.
I like it.
Okay,
I like
I
it.
dig
It
it. All
sounds
right.
very complicated, but I think we're good.
Yep. All right. Start with your first category.
Okay, well, so I do have. Do you guys want to do the practice run? I do have a practice
Yes.
run.
Sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so the category for the practice run is called Writer's Choice. I did randomize everyone already, so it's going to go Tank, then Mark, then Matt. So Tank, your player, his he is currently 29 years old. He has played 394 games, and his current team is the 76ers. How many clues do you need?
Oh, current 29 plays for the Sixers.
So these are all current players,
I'm gonna go
right?
7.
No. They are all
Oh.
players who've played at least 150 games.
But they're not all current. Okay.
Okay, good.
You said 7, Tank?
7. Let's go 7.
All right, so with that, you'd get amateur team, height, weight, draft spot, draft team, years played, career points per game, and country born. Mark, do you think you can get in less?
Absolutely not.
All right, so that's a pass. Well, yeah, that's a pass for Mark. So then, Matt, what about you?
I'll do it in 6. What the hell?
All right.
Give me $1, Bob.
Do it in 6, sir.
Hi, Ghost of Sarah.
Okay, so Matt, you're going to do it in 6. So his amateur team, his college team was Kansas. He is 7 foot, 280 pounds. He was drafted 3rd overall. His draft team was the 76ers. He's played for 7 years, and his career points per game is 27.2.
Joel Embiid.
Da 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 da.
Who's calling you names, Matt?
That'd be Tank's wife.
Is she calling me names? She's calling
voice?
me names.
The
Probably.
voice from the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephanie Knox, Pansy. There we go. All right, good.
All right, good practice round. So, Tank, your categories are that's comical. That's guys whose names make me think of comic books. Secret Squirrel. They're guys whose names make me think of spies. A Serbian film, which is Serbian guys. Hometown Boys, which are guys from Colorado. And I've seen you on TV. They're guys that I've seen on TV.
She's calling me a pansy because I passed.
Because you
apparently
passed.
Pansy was for Mark. All right.
Okay,
Because I passed.
I'm going to go with Secret Squirrel just because that sounds fun.
Well, I'm so glad. My computer decided to take a shit.
The best part about this is we can't do one of those. Fuck. 45 minutes later.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it tomorrow.
Live.
Oh, my links
This
all
motherfucker
work.
is live.
Yeah, fuck
Alright,
it. We're
give
doing
me-
it live.
Okay.
Aye, 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 aye. We're doing it live.
So, Tank, tell me A, B, or C while I'm reloading this page.
Let's go B.
B for Secret Squirrel.
Oh, so
All
there's
right.
3 in each?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
3 dudes in each category.
Okay.
Okay, so your current age is 54 years old. Oh, you picked the hardest one on the list. Good work. Okay. Current age is 54 years old. Number of games played is 153. And his last team he played with was Utah. How many clues
Oh, my.
do you need to guess Fat Lever?
That one's going to be insanely difficult.
This is
This is the
the
only.
game on the
That
first
sounds
try.
very difficult already. So let's go with 8.
8.
That is not a big
clues.
number.
Yeah.
That is
all right.
the opposite of a big number. You guessed 7 on the last one. Bro, you added 1. For a very difficult, you added 1. What the fuck?
I think I can put it together.
It doesn't give us a lot of room, bud.
All right,
Give you guys plenty of room.
Mark. What are you thinking?
14.
You have to go. You have to either pass or go lower.
14.
7.5.
Okay, we'll take that as a 7. Matt,
Name
it.
Fat Lever.
you want to name him?
No.
Because you could pick
Tank,
0.
I know. Tank needs to name Fat Lever.
All right.
Why does
Tank.
Tank need to do it?
Oh, Mark, name Fat Lever. That's right. Mark went 7.
I have no chance of this, but
All right.
Tank kind of fucked me.
All right. So, Mark, I wish you good luck. Okay, so
Ronald
he
McDonald.
played at Minnesota before NBA. He was 6'5", 200 pounds. He was undrafted. They did not have a draft team. He started on Dallas though. He played for 3 years. He had a career points per game of 5.7, and he was born in the USA. I really thought you guys.
His name reminds me of a spy.
Yeah.
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 Um,
How good's your early 80s jazz bench knowledge?
I think so. I did make sure it was no one from
old
before
Dallas
the
Mavericks.
merger.
um,
Early 90s. I'll give you that hint.
Herman Munster.
Incorrect.
What?
But Tank, you do get a guess.
But he gets an extra clue.
He does not. No one gets the
I
extra
don't get
clues.
an extra clue.
Roy
He
Halladay.
went to Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota was his college.
Started with the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah. Actually, let me verify that.
Only played 3 seasons, 150 games.
Yes.
Early 90s.
Yes.
And he's currently 54 years old.
Yes. all of these things are true.
Wow, that is a rough one. Just trying to go through my, like you said, I'm going through the bench players for the early '90s Jazz.
Yeah,
That is not
I thought you guys could avoid this one, and you didn't. You tripped directly into it. Good
Then
work.
why did you give it to us?
Dude. You were lucky I was
brain.
creative as I was for these. I had a migraine while I was writing this. I was doing my best.
Early '90s.
Dude, you're not gonna get it.
Okay, this I'm going to take it just a swing for it. Marlon Maxey.
Incorrect. We were looking for Walter Bond.
Yeah, we sure
Oh
were.
fuck! Wow,
Oh.
I wouldn't have known that one.
Yeah, no shot.
Walter Bond. I don't think I've
That
ever
was
heard of that.
right on the tip of my lips.
Yeah, I'm sure.
When did he
Bond.
play for them?
Walt Bond.
He was playing from 92 to 95
In the NBA or in college?
in the NBA. The NBA.
Okay.
He went to
I'm
Dallas
assuming-
and then Utah and then Detroit and then was traded mid-season back to Utah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. I mean, that's a good one. Walter
Yeah.
Bond. Wow. All right.
All right, Mark, you're up next. You
Oh,
have
Christ.
That's Comical, Secret Squirrel, a Serbian film, Hometown Boys, and I've Seen You on TV.
Serbian film for 500, Alex.
All right, A, B, or C?
500 is we'll go C.
C? Okie dokie. The man we're looking for is currently 30 years old. He's played 370 games, and his most recent team was the Hawks. How many clues do you want?
100.
Give me a 1 through 10, or I will skip you.
9.
All right, 9. Matt,
8.
how many clues do you want?
Give me
8?
Yeah.
Tank.
7.
All right, so Tank, you get a guess first.
Okay.
So the man we are looking at, he played his first season in Fenerbahce. He is currently 6'6", 220 pounds. He was drafted 27th overall by Phoenix. He's played for 6 years. His career points per game is 14.2. And you said 6, right? That's
7.
all you get. 7. Oh, he was born in Serbia, but that's not super helpful. That's the bit.
I know.
I was going to say, I kind of figured that with the pro team that he played for before.
Well, yeah, and the category is Serbian, blah, 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 blah.
A Serbian film,
Oh,
yes.
I actually know who this is. That's Bogdanovich.
That is Bogdanovich. You get the first point on the board. Hooray!
Google machine.
I just had to think of
Right.
Serbians
Yeah.
who played for fucking
Google
Atlanta.
machine.
You should keep your hands up here, cheater.
Fun fact, whatever team that Fenerbahce is, they don't have a Wikipedia page.
That is a fun fact.
That's just
That's
all right.
actually fun.
Block team.
That is,
All right.
that is terribly fun.
Matt,
Give me Colorado Kids.
Colorado Kids, A, B, or C?
A.
A. All right. Our man is 46 years old. He's played 1,043 games. His most recent team was the Pistons. How many clues you need?
0.
Yeah.
Name that lever.
Fuck.
Chauncey
That's
Billups.
so easy.
There you go.
God damn it. That's my boy.
Yeah. The king of Park
Phillips-
Hill, baby. Let's go.
Phillips is my guy.
Yeah.
Chauncey.
When
All
I was
right.
in my 20s, every all intramural sport and all the beer league teams and stuff I was in, I always played with the number 1 on for Chance.
I was happy for us when we had him for a little bit.
Yeah, that was fun.
Too
Yeah,
bad we couldn't
that's
get
a
him a
good team.
championship here.
Yeah.
Good team. All right, next.
All right. You got Tank. That's Comical. Secret Squirrel, Serbian film, Hometown Boys. I've Seen You on TV.
So if I've seen you on TV, that sounds like it could be interesting.
All right. A, B, or C?
A.
A. Okay. Man, we're looking at is 57 years old, played 1,196 game, and spent his last season in Houston, which, if I could just say, is apparently fucking Florida for basketball people. Everyone just goes there to die.
Yeah, pretty much.
How many clues do you need?
56. Played for Houston.
Oh, I thought he was
57.
asking
My bad.
Oh, 57?
56 clues.
Yeah, 56 clues. He said he was 56?
57.
57, okay.
Jeez, Huss.
Played for Houston. And you would have seen him on TV.
Well, I have seen him on TV. Let's not get too nuts here.
Okay.
I didn't watch basketball, like a single basketball game until like last year. Like
That one's hard. I'm going to go with 8.
8. Mark, how many clues?
7.
7. Matt,
6.
6. You get a guess. All right. So he played at Georgetown. He is 7'2", 245, drafted 4th overall by Denver. He had
His name is Dikembe Mutombo.
That
Yay!
is dog shit, but
That is so fucking shit.
that was so luck. So luck on those early clues.
That is fucking shit.
You know what I'm gonna say? Until just now, I forgot that he had played for
Yeah,
Houston
his
most
last
recently.
season was in Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys whose last season was in Houston.
Yeah, and you know, last time we talked about greatest free agent signings of all time. That is the greatest free agent loss of all time in Denver sports history. Letting that guy walk for nothing was an absolute crime, and Bernie Bickerstaff deserves to be locked up for that.
That's true.
All right, Mark's turn.
Mark's turn.
Hi.
Do you need the categories again, or are you good?
Let's do the fucking secret squirrel for whatever Tank didn't say.
Okay, A or C?
Let's go with C.
C. Okie dokie. Our man is 28 years old. He's played 372 games, and he plays for the Knicks.
Wait. I'm sorry. I was not paying attention.
Jesus Christ.
He's 28,
Yes.
and he played 372 games, and he plays
Okay.
for the Knicks.
Okay. 6.
6, Matt.
I'll try 5.
5, Tank.
Go ahead, Matt.
Matt. So 5. He's played at Villanova. He is 6'5", 215 pounds. He was drafted 30th overall by the Utah Jazz. He's played for 6 years.
I don't know. Pass.
All right, Mark, back to you.
I got nothing.
Don't know the Knicks that well.
Nope.
That's okay. I had to Google more spies. I don't think I knew this one. I had to Google him. This is Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
how does that fit into the spy category?
Yeah.
I looked up spies, and there was one who was last name Hart. Henry Hart. I think Henry Hart from Kingsman.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right. His name was Hart.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Good one.
All right. Matt, you're up.
Let's go comic books. A.
A. All right. Boy is 23 years old. He has played 242 games for Miami. Well, he's on Miami. Give me a number.
0.
All right. Name Pat Lever.
Tyler Hero.
Hey, you did it.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yep.
All right.
Who's
Matt
in
only-
Albuquerque?
Nana.
That figures. Hi, Nana.
Hi, Nana. All
Hi,
right.
Nana.
Matt only needs 1 point to win. So let's go to Tank. Tank, pick a category.
Comic book.
B or C?
B.
B. Excellent. Our man is 41 years old. Plays 1,254 games. Last played for Charlotte. I don't know which version. A newer version. I believe the current version. Number of clues,
7.
please. 7 clues. Mark.
Pass.
Quantas. Pass. Matt.
I'll try it in 6. What the hell?
6 clues for Matt. He could win. Okay, so his amateur team was Paris Basket Racing. Was 6'2", 185 pounds. He was drafted 28th overall by San Antonio. He played for 18 years, and his career points per game is 15.5. Can you name Fat
Jesus.
Lever?
How old is he?
41.
It's so easy.
That Tony Parker.
Yeah.
Yay, you did it.
Yay! Ha
Once you said it was from Paris, I was like, "Oh, that's."
Yeah,
Tony
I was like, that
Parker.
can't be.
Yeah.
I don't remember him playing for Charlotte.
Apparently he's Charlotte and Houston, and what was the other one that I kept seeing dudes?
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Yeah, San
He
Antonio.
played most of his career for San
Yeah.
Antonio.
Yeah.
No, I was looking at other places that
players
dudes went to
Go to
die.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He also had a Hall of Fame wife.
Had.
Wow, good job.
Yeah. Had.
Fuck
That
that
was
one
awesome.
up.
I met her. She's so
Okay.
nice.
She's wee.
She is wee. She is tiny.
Very good work, boys. That's the end of the game. Unless you would like to continue playing.
Mom,
job,
she's
Matt.
fine. Can you text me about that?
Yeah.
She's asleep.
Nana, this is podcast, not family time. All right, good
But
job,
she's fine.
everybody.
Long and the short of it, she's fine. She's sleeping.
MJ, that was outstanding. Good job.
That was fun. Yeah.
I'm taking
Yeah.
off my
That was
basketball hat now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Goodbye, basketball dipshit.
I tried to do it with football, but do you know how much effort it would take to try to figure out like what to put in for points per game? Because on the hockey version, it's just total points.
Right.
Right.
But trying to figure out what stat to use for that
Right,
for
because-
football, I was like, I don't fucking
Yeah,
know, dude.
Because linemen or right.
Yeah.
There's
Think
not a
about how many
war
defensive
stat for
tackles-
all
Yeah.
three. Like
Right.
I was like, fuck
Right.
this. Never mind.
Well, and just the sheer amount of players that are on a bat or a football team compared
Yeah.
to a basketball team
Right.
in any given
Yeah.
year.
No shit. All right, good job. That was really fun.
That was
Nicely
fun.
done.
I enjoyed that.
All right, let's move on to the news part of our day. Let's talk some news in the NFL. Gentlemen and lady, it looks like DeAndre Hopkins has finally landed. He is going to the Tennessee Titans.
Where all
and-
pro receivers go to die.
right?
Mhm.
Well, I mean, they didn't have one before he got there. They didn't know what the hell to do with AJ Brown, which is why they got rid of him, and then he exploded in Philly. Yeah, Mark, I'll start with you here. React. What do you think the impact's going to be?
Immediate. It's somebody else on the football field that can have the football. I mean, I think I was really joking about it, but when I saw this, but could you imagine if old what's his nuts winds up there too? Just run the three of them and just
Dalvin.
Dalvin, and just run wishbone and
Yep.
It's not going to happen, but you have the start of it here with these two. They're both absolute athletes, so just it gives them another weapon, and it might save Vrabel's job.
Tank, your thoughts?
I think if you're bringing in DeAndre Hopkins, you might as well just start Levis. Because all you're asking at that point is gun it down the field, and we know that Tannehill can't. So I think he's going to break that 12 touchdown record because that's the only person on that team that's going to catch a football. But
Yeah.
Could we also be at the end of it? Could we see the sharp decline of DeAndre as the season goes on?
I believe we're going to see it starting early.
Yeah.
You're going to see he's going to be slower, and that's going to be the biggest problem because he has great hands, no fighting that, but the biggest part of his game is that he could outrun anybody. So
Mark? Agree, disagree?
Yeah, I agree with it.
Okay. MJ, do you have any thoughts here?
Did you know that Pro Football Reference has an immaculate grid? I
did.
Googled DeAndre Hopkins because I couldn't remember which one he is, and there's an immaculate grid. Hooray. Good for him, though.
is it teams he's played for and quarterbacks that have thrown him touchdowns or what?
No, it's like a daily one.
Oh,
I don't. Oh, but the Falcons are on here. I do know a lot about the Falcons.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, and
Which
so are the
is-
Vikings. I'm going to soon know a lot about the Vikings.
The one bit of news that I saw about this, and I actually held on to it because I thought maybe one of you would touch on it. But before DeAndre Hopkins walked into the building, the person in the building who had the most touchdown catches for his career is the head fucking coach, and he played linebacker.
Right.
So they absolutely had to do something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was leaving that open for you, so
Yeah, he's gonna break.
I saw it on the agenda. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's really interesting. It'll be funny when Matt says it."
In theory, he should break that record in 1 year, with
Right.
with just this year. I'm assuming because who else are they going to throw it to? They're not going to throw it to Burks. They proved they're not going to do that.
No.
And there's nobody else on that team that catches the football properly. So
There you go. All right, DeAndre to the Titans. Dalvin Cook wants to go there apparently, so we'll see. I doubt they have the money to pay him.
why
They don't
in the,
have-
they're
yeah.
not going to pay for Dalvin Cook?
They can't pay for both of them. You can't
Well,
have
could
Dalvin
you
and
imagine
Henry.
if they did? Could you
Right.
imagine if they did? God, it would be
I
awesome.
could imagine that Derrick Henry would be on another team next week after that.
No, you just
No,
you're
put him in a
missed
slot.
opportunity.
Put
Run
him
the
in the
wishbone
slot.
with these three guys.
Yeah.
Now, while I agree with the sentiment that you both are feeling right now,
It
there
would be
is
so
no
much
way.
fun.
You
Yeah,
put
I know it
Dalvin
won't-
Cook. You put Dalvin Cook on that team. They're automatically the favorite to win the division. Prove me wrong.
I'd still think the Jaguars, even if you put Dalvin Cook on that team, would be the team to beat. They
Well.
somehow turned two no-name receivers into all pros last year, so I don't know.
Well, we'll have to see. All right. Moving on. There has been some contracts discussion and a lot of talk made about the value of the running back in the current NFL. And there are three guys who are big mad, fellas. Looks like Jacobs, Saquon, and Pollard aren't going to get the extensions that they want. They're all under franchise tags. And now they have a group text where I guess they're just going to complain. Mark, discuss.
Yeah, and I've seen some stuff about collusion too now with these, not these guys, but with other running backs, just free agent running backs talking about it, that they're trying to drive the market down. But what you have to understand is the market is driving itself down because these guys generally don't last for more than 3.5 years, and a new crop of running backs shows up every year, So these guys are completely overvalued, and I don't know what their little whiny group text message is going to do to solve anything for them. Just get better at football.
Tank?
I inherently disagree with what you just said.
I knew it. Carry on.
And I can prove it with one statement. If it wasn't Saquon Barkley that helped the Giants win so many games last year, then you have to admit that Daniel Jones is a top 10 quarterback.
Why would I have to admit that?
Because then that makes him responsible for their wins.
How many wins did they have?
10?
And you're saying there's
They're
53
paying
guys?
him $40 million a year.
Okay.
So evidently they think that he's more important than Saquon Barkley.
But sure.
But who do you think is actually responsible for the win share there? Saquon or Jones?
You tell me, buddy. That is a hypothetical. There
I
are
don't
a
think it
lot
is
of free
hypothetical. I
agent.
think it's very, very evident that.
So then why
Saquon
aren't they
did
paying
a
him?
lot for
So
them.
why aren't they paying him then?
Because I actually think there is collusion against running backs in the NFL.
Why would you think that? Their shelf lives aren't as long. They get beat up quicker. They're always hurt.
Who's the best player on the
$40
Oakland
million?
Raiders?
A $40 million quarterback doesn't get hurt as often as a running
Okay.
back who misses time.
Carson Wentz would like to disagree with that
Who's
statement.
the
Thank
best
you.
player on the
Yeah, but
Oakland
that
Raiders?
was your fault. There's a long-standing issue that is your fault that happened. That is not Carson
Offensively-
Wentz. That's you.
Offensively, who's the best player for the Raiders?
Offensively, right now,
And
Devontae Adams.
over,
Yeah,
no, he's
Devontae
not.
Adams.
I'm
Easy
sorry,
peasy.
without a good quarterback, he's not.
He's still the best athlete on the team.
He's not the best
Yep.
player on the team. I'm not saying he's not the
Yeah,
best athlete.
absolutely. Yeah, he
Josh
100%
Jacobs
is.
contributed more to their wins last year than Devontae Adams or Carr.
Sure.
How about the Browns?
What about him?
Who's the best? Who contributed to the most wins offensively for their team last year?
I'm sure you're going to tell me it's a running back.
It's Nick Chubb.
And that it has nothing to do with the offensive lineman in front of him. It has nothing to do with the
I'm
scheme.
saying I'm not saying it has nothing to do with that, but you can say that about the quarterback too.
But a new crop of running backs shows up every year.
Yes, and most of them are out of the league.
Quarterbacks and wide receivers are much harder to find because of the nature of the position of quarterback. Wide receivers are harder to find because of the physical nature of the position. You have to be bigger and faster and stronger than the guy was before.
Oh, you mean like running backs?
That running backs don't need to have a certain level of size. They have to have muscle size, yes, but they can't. You you don't have like a 6'5" behind the quarterback. It's anyone who is of a quote unquote normal size and is a bodybuilder can play potentially running back. There's more of that body type than there is of the edge rushers or the guys that are commanding more money, because there's not as much of that commodity physically as there is the running back position, which there's a new crop of them every year.
I would disagree with you, and I would say in situations where you can just plug and play a running back, those are teams with incredible offensive lines.
Okay.
And so the offensive, like you said, the offensive line would play a fairly large role. Like in Denver, where we could just at one point stick any running back in there and they would be 1,000-yard rusher. That was a ridiculous offensive line we had. Same with the Cowboys.
Illegal, but
huh?
In the modern NFL, that offensive line is very illegal.
Oh yeah, okay, you can take a team like Green Bay, who has one of the best lines in the league right now, and you could probably stick a decent running back in there, and they'll get 1,000 yards. But that's not true for most teams.
Okay.
Tank, I think you're missing the fact that this is also just pure economics, right? So Mark touched on it a little bit.
It's like Whole Foods versus Costco.
There's only so much money to go around underneath the salary cap, and when you're paying quarterbacks $40 to $50 million, that money has to come from somewhere. And analytically speaking, the running back position, to Mark's point, the running back position is a high turnover position. It's also the position that's most injured on the field. Guys just don't get those contracts anymore, for the most part, at that position. The bell cow running back is the exception, not the rule.
I agree. But if that's your whole premise, then what about the other side of that with the quarterbacks?
What about
why is the lowest paid quarterback in the league that's a starter still making $30 million a year?
Because he can play quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah,
it's a position of need.
There's a lot of them that are still getting paid a shitload of money.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and who's behind that guy? The people that are behind that guy are worse, right? The quarterback is the hardest position in sports to play.
Right.
There's no question about it.
But
it's absolutely not questionable. You know it to be true. You're just being a contrarian. All right,
I legitimately do not think that the quarterback, it may be the hardest position to play in football, but not in sports.
All right, what's harder?
I'd say being a goalie is pretty fucking difficult.
Why?
Why?
Why is it hard? Why is it harder than playing a quarterback?
The hand-eye coordination alone is more difficult. I'd say it's harder to hit a baseball off of Shohei Ohtani is more difficult than it is to play quarterback in the NFL.
So every baseball player who's ever hit a home run off of Shohei Ohtani is more important than a mid-range starting quarterback.
I'd say that it is more mentally taxing and requires a higher level of skill.
But that's comparing apples to bananas.
No, he said in sports, not in football. He said in sports, right?
Because it is the most difficult position. You have to have every tool. You have to be wicked smart in order to be successful. You have to have a level of physicality. You have to be able to throw the football. You have to be able to throw the football accurately. You have to be able to throw the football into a window this big, 15 yards down the field, let alone the 20-yard out or the 40-yard bomb. Right?
The problem is you just disqualified half the quarterbacks currently starting in the league.
Some of those guys can still make that throw.
Not under
they
pressure.
just can't make it all the time. They can't make it all the time. But the ability to be able to throw that ball in that way, the right time with the right play call that they often have had to make on the field, quarterback's the hardest thing to do. Absolutely, 100%.
But that's all right. I'm just saying, to their teams, I think Josh Jacobs is more important to his team than Jimmy Garoppolo is. Currently. I think Derrick Henry is more important to his team than Ryan Tannehill is.
Michaela, you're going to say something. Fire away.
Yeah, go ahead.
See you coming.
Oh, I thought I had unmuted myself. I said Josh Jacob didn't get me shit in fantasy last year, and Jimmy G did. So therefore,
which is weird because Josh Jacobs definitely had more points in fantasy than Jimmy G.
God, then you talk to your fucking brother-in-law and tell him to fix the rules, because I got railed for having Josh Jacobs on my fucking team.
I need to do a more extensive update on the rules in the Knox family league than I do in ours.
And here's the thing: I'm not saying that there isn't a decent amount of running backs that are just plug and play. There is, but there are also guys, mostly the guys that they're mentioned that are bitching about it, that are that level of they contribute so much to their team's win share that it's impossible for you to say they're not valuable. Look at a guy like Austin Eckler, who not only runs the ball a shitload, but also catches the ball a shitload. Should he not make more money than some of the receivers and running backs in the league because he does both?
Well, yeah, more than the running backs because that's position to position, but there are more running backs per capita.
He was the number
than there
3
are people
receiver
that
on the
can.
team.
Okay. We're not going to get anywhere with this conversation.
Right.
We can.
We're going in circles.
No, I understand what you're saying, but it's difficult to say if you take out running backs.
It's not difficult to say. Just move on. No, it's not.
It's not. It's not at all.
It's not at all.
It's not at all.
Okay. I'd like to know the history of teams that were successful when they just plug and played running backs, and how often that actually just makes them okay. Because it doesn't happen that often.
The running back by committee is the norm. It's absolutely the norm now.
On some teams, yes, I guess.
On most teams. How many bell cow backs are there?
Currently?
Yeah.
Probably 6, maybe 7.
There's maybe 4. Maybe 4. Even Cleveland is by committee. Kareem Hunt. In San Francisco, you've got C-Mac and you have Debo.
Debo's not a running back, so you just
they hand him off the ball all the time. So
but he's a receiver and he gets paid more than C-Mac.
Okay. I actually don't think that that's true, but we'll figure that one out and move on. All right.
Can I stop beating my head on the table?
Yes, you may. Absolutely.
Okay.
The NFL teams are beginning to release alternate uniforms. We've had a teaser that looks like Denver's getting a white helmet. Gentlemen and lady, I'll start with Michaela. Michaela, what do you think about a white Denver Broncos helmet?
I think it would be dope. I like the white. I like the vintage kind of look. I hope it's kind of like a cream style white and with the bright fucking neon orange and the faded blue. God, that would be so fucking cool. They won't do it. It's going to be ugly as shit, but yeah, I can hope. I can dream.
They are definitely leaning more towards a ice type theme from, the advertising that they're doing. It looks like there's a big block of frozen ice with the white. So it's going to be a play on that, I'm sure, but I can't wait to see it. I do hope that you're right and they use the retro logo with it though.
Yes, exactly. I want to have that dumb. I have fucking Nana's old foam finger that has like the D on it, and it's like falling apart because it's from when the fucking team came to Denver, and I just want to bring that, and it's just do.
Tank, what do you think?
That should be cool. I mean, if they, I think you're accurate in saying it's probably going to be closer to like a glacier white style, and kind of hoping they don't do anything weird with the logo. To be honest, if they do it like an all orange logo, that'd be pretty cool. Like the super old school Bronco logo when it looked like a donkey getting shot.
Yeah.
The cartoon horse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The one that looked
Where
like a
he's like-
5-year. The ones
Yeah.
that looked like I drew it.
Exactly.
It looked like a chalk outline after a murder of a
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah, exactly.
Leg.
I think
No.
they do that. Like, they do an all orange version of that on a glacier white helmet. That'd be
Right.
pretty cool.
I'm hoping for just bright white with the D and white jersey, white pants with a blue stripe. I think that would just be fire. I think that would just be
I
awesome.
disagree with the blue. I think it should be orange with white.
That'd be cool
Like a
too.
creamsicle.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at either one. I'm just kind of hoping. I think blue would be a cool look.
Tampa Bay has the creamsicle one.
No,
now,
like
though.
reverse creamsicle where it's like mostly white with like with orange accents.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that would look really cool.
I
Yeah,
was
for
like,
sure.
but Tampa already has the creamsicle, which also
like
looks
white with
good
like
as
the
fuck.
orange, like the numbers are orange or something. Like I think that would be fucking
No, that would
Cool
be
shit.
cool. Yeah, absolutely. You know,
straight
the
white
brown
helmet with the D on the side.
Mhm.
Have you seen Indy's alternates that they're using?
Yes, God, those are sick.
They look like the Kentucky Wildcats.
They do, but it's
They're,
cool.
but they're so clean. That is such
Yeah.
a clean kit, man.
Yeah,
I
that-
can't wait to see what it looks like because they've actually hired marketing people to do this now. So that's one of the things you get with this group of owners is people that actually know how to run a business
Right.
of getting people involved and putting a product on the field that may not be championship but enjoyable to watch.
Mhm.
And this is going to be a part of it is the rebrand that they're slowly rolling out here.
Well, it looks like the Seahawks are doing an old AFC West style.
Yeah,
They're-
those are
so
pretty
cool.
sick too. I saw DK Metcalf in his. I'm like, oh man, I want to hate this, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Just made me think of Steve Largent. That man could catch anything.
Yes.
And I guess the Browns have a white helmet coming too, so that's going to look pretty
That's
cool.
what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be an old school style, but there's some really cool stuff coming out. So it'll be really
Don't they have
interesting to
something
see.
with a pig on it too? For the no, that's the Redskins. Their third has like a
the hog.
the
The
hog
who?
or something.
The who?
The Redskins.
The who?
Name
I
redacted.
forgot.
You just
Dan Snyder is no longer involved. I can officially call them the Washington team.
Yeah, and you can't call them the Commanders either. 'cause they
well,
don't
you
have
can.
Washington.
Yeah, you can still call them
It's
the
back on
Commanders.
the board. We can call them Washington.
You can call them whatever you want at this point. And you can make their own shirts for it.
Yeah, Mark just dead named an entire NFL franchise. Good job. Speaking of Washington, official today, the NFL has approved the sale of the Washington Commanders to that guy from Jersey. Interesting to note here, lady and gentlemen, that Daniel Snyder paid $800 million and made, well, officially 6.06, but it's really 5.99 billion because he got fined $60 million for being a turd.
I thought that was hilarious because that came out like 2 hours later.
Yeah,
Right.
they're like,
We're
oh,
on
you
the
made all
way
that
out."
money, by the way. Hey,
Like,
guess
we
what?
know you have the money now, motherfucker.
Don't
just
let
go
the
ahead.
don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Yeah, make sure
Throws
you
a bag
cut
of change at their head.
that. He's just paid enough to pay that shit off in pennies.
Yes.
And but what's going to be interesting is sometime down the road, because there's an NDA, right? There's going to be something, but
Right.
sometime down the road, that man is that level of petty. There will be a revenge tour. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know if it's just
going to be a book tour or a movie
Yeah.
or
He's
gonna
something
sue
like
the
that. But
NFL.
you were
That's what's
absolutely
gonna
right.
happen.
Yeah,
He's coming back with a vengeance before he dies.
Mm-hmm. He got done dirty in his mind, and he is going to take aim at everybody.
Well, he's
And-
a
Well, and then-
dirty doer.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did the sale go through and all that, apparently new information has floated to the surface that he basically sold his buddy out to make sure he didn't catch all the flack. And that's why Chucky got, kicked out of the league.
I hadn't seen that one yet. I saw
I
the
hadn't
results.
seen that either.
I saw the results of the sexual harassment investigation, which was
He's a dirty doer.
He is awful. That's an awful human.
But yeah, apparently they uncovered
He does really dirty
communications between him and the NFL, and that's what led to the discovery of the emails.
So dirty doer.
Yeah,
So
he's a dirty doer. All right,
Dirty doer.
let's move on. We have a launch date for Hard Knocks. It's going to go on August 8th. The Jets are mandating a change to this one. They are asking that they don't show any of the players get cut because, quote, it's inhumane. Tank, your reaction?
I think that's an interesting approach to it, but I sincerely doubt that's why they changed it.
Why do you think they changed it?
Because Aaron Rodgers told them to.
Mark, what do you think?
I can't wait for every episode to have at least one instance of Aaron Rodgers say, "Get that fucking camera out of my face."
Right.
Yeah, that's going to happen a lot. That's a guarantee.
Right.
The move is interesting. I get it. I think they'll lose a little bit of their viewership because of that, but that's just because people are stupid. And that's what they're looking for, is that cut scene. So that's why it's a big deal, is people enjoy that part of it because they're all, what is it, Schadenfreude?
Enjoying the pain of someone else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So cutting that part of it out is going to lose some viewership, but I think it's okay that it goes. It's not something we need to see a vision of every time it happens.
Yeah, and I was talking about this with Sarah yesterday, and I think the take away the enjoying of pain and how people like to see that kind of thing. I also think that part of that series necessarily gives you that bottom so you can enjoy the success on the top, right? And the drama, and you can't really you buy into players, and you really let's talk about Cajuste from a few years ago in the Browns. Like, everyone was pulling for that guy, and then when he got cut, it just ripped the hearts out of everybody who was on Team Cajuste. I think you need that part of that drama in that series, and it's going to take something away from the people who actually enjoy the entire story, not just watching a bunch of people knock into each other, curse each other out, and then feel the pain of getting cut. And a wild Bam Bam has suddenly appeared.
Hi, Bammers.
Bam Bam, can you say hi? He's like, no.
Right.
No. I need the computer, please. Thank you. Come here.
So I think Mark's spot on. I think it's going to cost him some viewership because it's going to make the product not as good.
I mean, you can still show the people getting cut, but I think they want to cut out the scenes of them getting cut in the office is more of what they're focusing on. And that part of the Schadenfreude is going to, tear some people away from the show.
Right. All right. MJ, do you have any thoughts here?
There's a Bam Bam.
Tank had something to say.
Tank, what
Well,
do you
the
got?
only thing is, I understand they're probably going to lose a little bit of viewership off of the cut, like you said, but they've also been steadily losing viewership, and I think that's why they basically demanded that the Jets do it, because they knew that would bring some attraction to the show. Just if nothing else, you're going to get Aaron Rodgers being super uncomfortable on camera, and that's going to make people happy.
Well, and supposedly he is kindler, gentler Aaron Rodgers, who has continued his journey, and these are his words, his journey into plant medicine. And
Does that mean we're going to watch him huff some herbs in a tent?
Maybe. Could be.
That would be fucking awesome.
He could have a sweat lodge. I don't know.
Week 1 suspension for drugs.
Vision Quest.
He didn't get suspended for doing ayahuasca, so I don't think so.
Team Vision Quest
Right.
at camp. Oh my
Just
God.
watch Voyager episode 2.
Yeah. Bring Chakotay in to go to
I'm gonna watch him house down some peyote and see what happens.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Sunglasses on and just, man.
You and I both went Voyager.
Right?
It's just a black screen.
Yeah. View inside the darkness of the screen. It's a black screen for 5 minutes.
Yeah, Aaron's in there.
Yeah,
For sure.
because that would be awkward, toaster.
I can actually hear Aaron Rodgers like humming songs,
Right.
Kumbaya.
Right.
Or like Enya or something.
Right. Yeah. The one sad Enya song that everybody knows.
He'll be out loud.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, but the version with the T-Pain remix.
Oh,
where
yeah, there
it
you go.
goes into.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I dig it.
Just have him
Jungle Cat.
All right,
reading the Daily Stoic out loud while he shits his pants.
Yep. All right.
Are they going to show the ghee butter?
God.
Is there going to be a ghee scene?
All right, let's move on.
It is HBO.
You're
not going to show him stuffing himself like a turkey?
Jesus Christ. All right, that's enough. That's enough hard knocks for one day, you two assholes.
That's a real hard knock.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's butter, so that's probably easier.
Fucking hell.
Stuffing himself like a turkey. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Final news that we're going to cover in the world of professional football, the everyone's favorite indoor soccer league, the Arena Football League, which did not survive COVID, is coming back in 2024.
I've never heard it described as that before.
Well, I mean, name another indoor football league you like better than the AFL.
You said soccer, though.
Oh, did I say soccer?
Yeah.
You said
You guys have got me so off. Indoor soccer. Yeah, you're right.
Everyone's
I did.
favorite indoor soccer team.
You guys have got me off my game because you keep talking about fucking ghee butter. Jesus Christ.
I've never heard anybody describe arena football as an indoor soccer league.
And it's the furthest thing from indoor soccer. Let me tell you, the only thing they have in common with indoor soccer is
There's a
inside
kick.
and there's a ball.
But it's indoor and there's a ball.
You're right. So the AFL is returning in 2024. Looks like 16 teams, and Colorado's getting one, fellas.
Yay.
Is it going to be the Crush again or the Gold?
Crush 3.0.
The gold was the USFL team. The original AFL team was the Denver Dynamite.
Well, I know, but I don't think they're going to use Dynamite because they don't use teams like that anymore. That's why I'm asking if it's going to be the Gold or the Crush.
Probably be the Crush. I doubt that they would use the gold. Now, the gold did have some pretty. Speaking of sick uniforms, that year did the gold play here? Those were some pretty good uniforms. The black and gold, those were tight.
I have one question. Do you think there's any chance that Antonio Brown gets one of these teams?
No, there's absolutely no chance.
Because that's what he was saying when
especially
he was running that other team.
Yeah. Have you seen his Twitter account lately?
Yeah.
I don't think he's getting out much.
No. And
that's probably better for society.
They threw him out.
No, it's not, because have you seen his Twitter lately? It's worse.
Oh,
at least if he's out, we can contain him.
Right.
Sorry, I'm throwing things out there, but that was funny to me. Talking about he's going to have an AFL team. Like, these guys aren't even that good. Should be. It's like, that's your team, dude.
Right? That you didn't pay. MJ, any thoughts on the AFL coming back to Colorado?
I want them to be the Sloan's Lake heroin needles. Thank you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put that on the list of shit that's never going to happen. All right, let's get out of football. Let's talk about some degeneracy.
Yeah.
Let's place your bets. Follow up on your last week. Call out what you got coming this time. Tank, we'll start with you.
I don't remember what happened with my last week. I never followed
Unfortunately,
up on
I
it.
do.
I got one for this week, though.
All right,
so.
fire away.
All right, I'm going to do a 6-leg parlay for tomorrow baseball. Cubs over Cards at +1.5. Orioles over Rays at +1.5. Reds over D-backs at -1.5. Braves over Brews at -1.5. Angels over Pirates at -1.5. And Blue Jays over Mariners at +1.5 for a +4.307.
So just so you know, like 99% of the spreads in baseball are 1.5.
Right.
I know.
It's ridiculous. It's like hockey
always
is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's always ridiculous, but it's fun.
Right. Mark, what do you got?
Last time I tried to put some money on a UFC fight, that didn't end well for me. So,
Dude, did you
Apparently needed to put it on,
that
what was
was-
it, Volkanovski?
That was a hell of a cases you made for that. And Lawler knocked that fucking guy clean out.
Like quick,
30
too.
seconds,
It
yeah.
did not last long.
32 seconds. I believe.
Dude, I was on board.
Brody-
Like, man, he's really thought
I
about this.
know.
He's done some research. This makes sense. Saturday night. It's a fairy tale ending for Robbie Lawler. I'm like, that motherfucker.
Yeah, wasn't his like 20
I actually did
second knockout or
research on
something like
that and
that?
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was all the odds were for me on that one. So
Right.
this week I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about the World Cup,
Ooh.
and I am taking the USA women to win the World Cup. They are the favorites, but they are plus 225. So
I thought
Looking
you
for
were
that.
going to say that you were going to take them this week or tomorrow, because I was just looking at that. And in order for them to not be negative something, you have to do like a 4-leg parlay, because
Yeah,
they're at like
they're-
negative 250,000 to win.
yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I
Yeah,
looked at
just-
that
just
game,
for
it was
tonight's
negative
game.
4,000.
Yeah.
They're
to win that
absolutely
game
going to
tonight.
crush tomorrow.
Yeah. So
It's tonight. That
Oh,
game's
that's
tonight,
tonight,
right?
technically,
like
yeah.
middle of the night.
Yeah.
But-
No, it's tomorrow at 7.
What is tomorrow at 7? Okay, good call.
Is it?
It's currently minus 35,000 for the U.S. to win.
Jeez.
Oh, so it's gotten narrower since I checked it about an hour ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you got that heavy Vietnamese money coming in, so they got it up to plus 3,300 to tie,
Because when I
and plus
looked at
4,500 to win.
yeah, it was negative 4,000 the last time I looked at it.
If you-
so.
If you
4,000 or 40,000?
40,000.
Minus
40,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Could you imagine being the person though with the balls to put the money on
Vietnam.
Vietnam and somehow that happening?
Also, the memes have been tremendous, so we'll just leave that there.
if you look at the over under, it doesn't get positive until above 7.5 goals.
Oh God.
Hi, Scarlett.
Good night.
Hi.
Hi, Jules.
Hi.
Hi, Captain Commander.
That's me.
She couldn't read
Julia
the
had a
ADHD
haircut
part
when she
because
started
the
her school.
word didn't make sense.
Oh.
Wow.
I had my hair
It's,
in a braid.
you've run out of terror to commit around the house. It's time to commit terror on oneself.
That's Mimi.
Mimi's sleeping.
Uncle God's
Yeah, Mimi's asleep.
Mima's sleeping. Mimi's sleeping. Get your bunny or your
How long have you been on here?
like an hour or so. Good night, girls. Love you.
What? Let's go, girl. You guys
See you guys on Sunday. No?
Close the door. Close the door.
What's going on? Door's still open.
Close the door. Oh, there.
Shut.
That door.
Wow,
Pulled
Make
it
sure it's
Wow,
shut.
they got
Make
the
sure
door
it's shut.
closed.
it is.
The best part is when the door slowly opens by itself.
Yeah, Julia decided to hack off a whole side of her hair this week, so she had her.
I saw that.
Oh, good.
I was wondering why it was
Good.
so short.
Yep.
Good. All right. So, Mark, is that it? You just USA to win?
Yeah, plus 225. So put
225.
100 on
Okay.
it, win 225. So
There you go. MJ, do you have a bet?
Well, so when we were in Vegas, I put down bets, so I'll talk about those. I put down $7 on the Toronto Maple Leafs to win the Stanley Cup because I couldn't find anything better than that. I wanted to put money on the Arizona Coyotes to make the playoffs, but it didn't work. But then the other two I did was a Rapids game. I put $7 for them to win, and they got blown the fuck out. And then I put $7 on Charles Leclerc to win the Austrian GP, and he got blown the fuck out. So bad for me. Bad for me. Bad times.
I have a question.
And the Leafs aren't making me feel any fucking better.
We'll
I'm
get
gonna
to
be
that in a
honest.
minute. I have a question. Why
Yeah.
$7?
Because I wanted to put $20 in and put money on each of the three things, because that's what you can do at the Flamingo, but you can't do that at the fucking park. So I tried to put $20 in, and it was like, no, you can't do that. So I had to put $21 in to split it between three bets.
Got it.
That
So
makes
everything
sense.
got $7.
Okay.
I wonder if the sports book was so nice to you to not let you put a bet on Phoenix.
They didn't have the only
too funny.
futures they had for the NHL at the time was for the Stanley Cup. They didn't even have like Eastern Conference and Western. I was very upset.
Should have picked Phoenix to win the Stanley Cup. That would have been funny.
Oh, brother. The Leafs have about an equal chance, man. I might as well have. Like,
Right.
Real quick, Matt, before we get to yours,
Yep.
I did make a bet since we last spoke, and we should talk about it. I got over 3.5 for CU to win.
Okay.
I put $20 on it. So if I win, if they get 3.5, it's $46. So
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, plus 130 is the odds.
That's a decent return.
3.5 wins.
3.5 games.
Yep. There you go. So yeah, my two bets last week. I actually added one after the podcast, but I did put $2.50. That's $2.50 because I only bet $5 a shot on the Broncos to go over 8.5 wins, and $2.50 on the Buffaloes to win more than 3.5 games. After that, I also put $5 on the Broncos to win the AFC West, and I got plus 500 odds for that. And it was a free bonus bet, so it wasn't even my money. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to use it.
That's a good one if you hit that one.
That's a good one.
Right? I mean, it's $5. I'm going to win 10, right?
Yeah.
This week, I did a 2-leg parlay. I also picked the USA to win the World Cup at plus 225. I packaged that with Norwegian golfer Tyrell Hatton to finish in the top 10 of the Open Championship. He's only currently 3 shots off the pace. Hatton is in the top 5 in both strokes gained and in putting, which serves really well at Royal Liverpool. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those stats really bleed into. Yeah, he's going to win. Yeah.
I don't need him to win. I just need him to finish top 10.
But those stats, that definitely. Yeah, those stats. What were they again?
Yep.
The total odds are 1,037. So that's a $5 bet, wins me $56 if it both happen. So there you go.
That's not bad.
There you go.
What were the stats though?
Moving on, we're going to talk about
wait, hold on. No, wait. I sent this to Mark earlier, but it's never been more apparent. It's a TikTok that says me waking up on the first day of Sunday football, ready to make a god-awful 21-leg plus 5 million parlay and tell my friends, honestly, this might hit. This is you fuckers. This is you.
Oh, that's me 100%.
Oh, he does those.
But I've won money doing that, so I'm okay with it. I once made $400 off the Browns in one game. So
no doubt that's us, but yeah, we're kind of scratching until we get to
yeah.
There'll be some interesting parlays when we hit football.
Until I can get into three game parlay season of the NFL regular season. This is what happens.
Right? There's gonna be bad baseball bats and
right.
Sandy, it's gonna be me taking all overs on the early college football season.
Yeah, exactly. All right. If you haven't seen it, the Sphere is finally operational, at least on the outside.
That's wild.
It's some pretty cool shit, isn't it, guys? Yeah. Have you seen the eyeball? The eyeball is the one that doesn't make any sense. I
love the eyeball. I think it's great. It's like Sauron.
That's what I was thinking. They might as well put the eye of Sauron on there. I was like, that would have been cool.
Right. I did see someone Photoshop that. It did look pretty cool.
I saw somebody. Yeah, I've seen some Photoshops of that. It's pretty funny.
Right. Just waiting for one of the local strip clubs buy some space on the outside of that.
The glitter gulch on the outside of the Sphere.
Yeah. Promo their club on the outside of the Sphere.
There you go.
That would yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
where were the stats on it? I posted it, right?
You did, but God, that was a week ago, I think, wasn't it?
Was it that long ago?
Was it about a week ago?
Maybe. Oh yeah, here you go. Inside there are 17,600 seats. The whole thing has a total of 168,000 speakers and 1.2 million LED lights.
That's awesome.
And all of that is going to be used to play the shitty U2 album. God damn it. God damn it.
Yeah, why is it not Joshua Tree? That's so stupid.
Is it not Joshua Tree?
It doesn't make any sense. You had one job, you two.
Right? No, instead we get vertigo.
I would have taken like that U218, like the fucking greatest hits or whatever.
Yeah.
But Octung Baby, really? Why?
Because I'll be there in a few weeks, so I'll take a picture. I'll send it to you guys. It'll be awesome. All right. Let's move on, and it is time for Dipshit to shine. Yes, NHL news and notes. Take it away.
NHL instead of me. Okay.
I didn't think
You should-
I didn't think you were going to stop. I didn't think where you were
I didn't
going.
expect that.
You should all go listen to the song "Eat Your Salad" if you didn't understand what I just did. Okay,
You
so go.
started, I didn't think you were going to stop.
Song's so fucking good. Okay, going off of Matt's lovely agenda here. Alex Galchenyuk is a shitbag. So he was fucked up on something and then did a trespassing and then yelled bad things at the cops and threatened them, called them racial slurs and all kinds of shit. He was cut 12 days after being signed with Arizona, and that was everyone's first clue. Something had gone horribly wrong. He has since been taken into, I don't remember the word, but like taken into the player substance abuse program. So he is getting help. Hopefully that is good for him. Hopefully he recovers, but he's a shitbag one way or another. Speaking of shitbags, Valerie Nichushkin is expected to be at camp. No, there's
no one will ever know.
There's absolutely no clarity on what
no
happened.
one will ever know.
There's the one
It is
cop
the
cam
single
video, that's the only
greatest
thing.
conspiracy in NHL and possibly pro sports history.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, no idea what happened there.
No information still.
But everyone has said that they did what they were supposed to, and he's not under any investigations. But okay, whatever you say, I guess. So I guess we'll see him at camp and see how many times he gets asked what happened, and see how many times he says no comment.
Yeah.
But in
it's
Russian.
Val Nichushkin and the Montreal Screwjob. Like 1 and 2.
Oh, are you talking about whether it was a work or not?
No, the Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah, but the Montreal
that
Screwjob
one.
was a work or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yes.
It's right up there.
In other news, the Avs signed Ross Colton. I guess that's cool. He's getting too much money. They gave him 4x4. That's too much. Matt put on here anything else. The answer is no. Fuck all has happened this summer. The Leafs suck. They looked back to the 1993 team and said, "What if we simply did this again and got all enforcers?" So they got all of this. We've got Max Domi, who's not an enforcer; he's just a shitbag. We've got Ryan Reeves. We've got 2 other big fucking guys that. Whatever, I guess. Brad Treliving, hashtag let's go. There's
2 huge fucking guys.
Where are you going? Nowhere.
You're getting screwed. Getting a
You got 2
serial
big guys
crush
that come over here and look you up with a pair of pliers.
Serial crush.
crushed by 2 huge fucking guys.
So they're going to lead the league in penalty minutes, in other words.
Yeah. If any of them fucking play longer than like 9 minutes a game, it's going to be rough. It's going to be brutal. The Leafs are going to be bad this year. Erik Karlsson still hasn't been signed by anybody. Well, I guess he still technically plays for the Sharks, but he should not play for the Sharks anymore. And it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, like someone get Erik Karlsson off the Sharks. And the other top, there was a list of top free agents, and the first one was Max Comtois. And the second one was Patrice Bergeron, who can only sign with one team.
Yeah, I
So
was gonna
that's
say.
how the summer is going in the NHL. That's it for news.
Bergie isn't
Goodbye.
going anywhere.
Also, good to note that Patrice Bergeron's about 112 years old.
Yeah, but if
Yeah,
he
he's not
can
going
still
anywhere.
play,
Yeah.
but he's just
And-
not gonna play. Everyone's
Right.
like, but what if he goes to Montreal? And it's like, but he's from Quebec City. What the fuck are you talking about?
And Max Domi is, I don't blame him so much. He's genetically disposed to be a shitbag because his dad was the king of all miniature shitbags.
And he's also predisposed to be a fucking Leaf. Doesn't mean I wanted him on the goddamn team. I was on the Leafs. Get out.
I didn't say it was a good move, but it's not all his fault. It's not all his fault.
I'm going to look up who the two huge guys are. Continue on. I will interrupt later.
Very good. Gentlemen, anything to react with the NHL news?
I think Galchenyuk actually, doesn't he play for Nashville?
Who?
Galchenyuk. He plays for Nashville.
Boy, you just
Galchenyuk?
Yes, that
murdered
guy.
the fuck out of that name.
Alex Galchenyuk. No, he's played for a lot of guys, but he was signed by the Coyotes on July 1st.
Yeah.
And then was
and then
released
got
on
cut.
July 12th.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought he was
He,
still
like-
with the
He
Predators.
what? He like wrecked a car and
Yeah,
talked
he-
shit to a bunch of cops.
He wrecked a
and-
car on someone's property and then talked shit to the cops and then called one of them a racial slur and then
Yeah.
threatened to kill them.
And
And,
then
like-
they said they weren't real or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
went fucking complete psycho.
Yeah.
Whatever he was on, it was a bad one.
Yeah.
I kind of forgive him a little bit. Now he plays for Arizona. I thought he was still playing for Nashville.
He was
Yeah, but-
he didn't even play. He
No.
just signed a
He
contract.
I know.
He's been on Arizona 3 times. His family, I think, still fucking lives there. It's not like he went anywhere. Like,
Well, no, but because he was signed to Nashville like a month ago.
no one was signing shit a month ago because the signing period was over. He might have been playing for them, but he's a journeyman. He was playing for the Avs last year.
I know he was a German. That's what I'm saying. He look at
Mark's checking his
June 24th,
Discord notifications.
2023. He was signed with the Predators.
June 24th of 2023.
Yeah. June 24th.
I don't. Let's look. Alex Galchenyuk.
I don't know how to say his fucking name. All right.
Here. Is that Patrick Starr?
That's Patrick
Yes,
Starr
it is.
singing
AI
Lachana.
Lachona? Dude,
Yeah.
some of that is so good.
I love those SpongeBob AI covers. I hope they
Oh,
never
God.
stop.
They're so good.
Okay, sorry. Where were we?
I'm trying to figure out whether or not Alex Galchenyuk ever signed for the fucking.
Oh, fuck.
No.
That hurt.
So so his full career, he was on the Canadians, the Coyotes, the Penguins, the Wilds, the Sens, the Leafs, the Coyotes, the Avs, the Eagles, the Coyotes. I don't think this man has ever played for Nashville. Might be the only team he hasn't played for.
Currently, if you look him up, he's listed as on the roster for Nashville. That's what I'm saying.
Alex Galchenyuk, unsigned. I don't know what website you're on, but you should use Cap Friendly instead.
NHL.com.
Oh, never trust NHL.com. Holy shit. That website is run by monkeys. You gotta go to Cap Friendly.
Really?
Yeah.
You just totally broke Tank's brain.
The NHL website's a shit show. You have to use Cap Friendly.
You're right. Wow. Why the hell do they have him listed with Predators then? That's fucking
because
weird.
they're fucking stupid over there. I don't know.
Yeah, if you
Trump
look
is
him
praying
up,
more, the
if you just
NHL
Google him,
website.
it shows him playing for the Predators.
Go
That's
to
fucking
cat
wild.
friendly.
Someone fucked it up. Oh well.
All right. Anything else? Anything else to react to with the NHL news here, boys?
Apparently, NHL.com sucks.
There you go.
I don't know
Oh,
if that's news though.
I know who the fucking serial crushers are. I forgot. It's John Klingberg and fucking Tyler Bertuzzi.
Oh yeah, you got
Oh.
Bertuzzi.
Two huge fucking guys.
Two huge fucking guys.
Yeah. Oh,
One of
you're
them's a Bertuzzi.
Ah,
gonna lead the league in PIM all year. Nice.
shit.
All right, let's move on to news and notes out of the NBA. Summer League has tied up, and boys, Peyton Watson looks pretty good, don't he? Mark?
Sure. I haven't seen a minute of it.
Well, that's just a bad job by you. Tank?
I watched a little bit, but not much.
What is happening below your desk that caused that pause before you spoke?
Yeah, like
I was looking at my notes, and I was trying to think if I actually wrote anything down about that, and I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So
That's funny. Thought maybe there was like a rabbit or
I
something.
watched a
down
little
there.
bit of the highlights, but that's about it.
got it. All right, so more stuff for the Nuggets. They signed Jay Huff and Braxton Key to two-way contracts.
Yep.
And there are 3 rookies that really have a shot to make the 12. Hunter Tyson surprised a lot of folks, being the last of the draft picks coming out of, where did he play? I want to say shit. It doesn't matter. Someplace out east. Was named all first team during summer league. Had himself a hell of a summer
Yeah.
season. Jalen Pickett and Julian Strother, the other 2 draft picks.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, easy.
How
Had
does
himself a hell of a season.
There you go.
Jalen Pickett and Julian Strother also have a chance to make the 12. What do you think about their chances, fellas?
It sounds like it's okay.
I think there's a decent chance that Pickett and Tyson do end up making the team beginning of the year for the starting team. I think.
Why not Strother?
I think Tyson proved a lot, and I think they're going to try and give him a chance.
Why
What's
not
that?
Strother? Do you have an opinion on why not Strother? I'm trying to pull an answer out of you, you big pausing fuck.
I don't know if there's space for Strother right now.
Good God.
That's all.
All right, we're done with basketball. Fuck you guys.
Wait, no, wait, no.
You got to go back.
You asked who I thought was going to do it. It's going to be the other 2, not fucking Strother.
Yes, MJ, you were going to say something.
You forgot that they announced how the NBA Cup is going to work.
Who's the anonymous platypus?
Whoever's not signed in.
We've got a ferret. We have a manatee. Oh, there's a lemur. Jesus Christ.
I think you
And then
might
What
be
is going on right now?
And
I'm
then-
the platypus.
Oh, you're the
Freaking out.
platypus. Who am I?
I don't know. Who cares?
I think you're anonymous platypus.
No.
fucking Christ.
Apparently that's somebody else. Who is this one? Coming down.
Are you anonymous manatee then, or anonymous lemur?
I'm the one that's moving.
Well, there's
They're
2
both
of them.
of us.
Stop moving.
So,
Michaela, stop moving.
so you're lemur then.
I'm the lemur.
Jesus Christ.
Lemur.
Cutting all of this. We're
The
not
NBA
even gonna-
Cup is going to be cool.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's talk about that just a second. So the NBA announced a early season tournament where they're going to group teams in pods based on how they finish the regular season, and they're going to play regular season games. So we're not adding any games to the season, and then there will be a mid-season champion. Mark, do you like the idea?
No. I
Why
mean,
not?
it's interesting. I see what they're doing with it, but it's also just stupid. What they're doing is trying to get people involved in the season before Christmas. I get why they're trying to do that, and they're trying to get their players involved before Christmas too, because there's a general lack of the preseason is basically until the Christmas Day games for a lot of fans, and I think a lot of the players treat it like that too. So this is trying to break that and make it a little bit more competitive during the early season. It'll work. It's interesting. Do I give a shit about a midseason champion though? No. Do the players? Probably not. So it's kind of stupid.
Tank, what do you think?
I actually just mostly agree with what Mark.
My name is Mark.
Yeah, sorry. I was going to say Gonzo, but
oh yeah, no, Gonzo's fine too.
But yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think it's just kind of who cares, basically. Unfortunate, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything really. So if there was some meaning attached to actually winning the thing, there might be some draw to it. But it's just like Mark said. I think it's a way to get some attention, some eyeballs on the early season.
It's like the AT&T or the Arizona Classic or all these other tournaments. They're little tournaments that they will watch the golf and stuff, but they don't matter like the Masters or the Open that's happening this weekend.
MJ, what do you think?
I think it has the opportunity to be cool as fuck. Because, I know, so I've been watching a lot of the football, but the soccer football. And they have random cups all the time. They have one that has a song. It's got a theme song, the Champions League. It sounds like Jesus Christ walking out of heaven. And it's the hypest shit in the world. And I think if they lead into it super hard, I think this could also be the hypest shit in the world. I think it would be dope as hell to have just an extra trophy that can go around. Manchester City this year won 3 trophies, and that was the biggest deal. Everyone was freaking out. They won the treble. It was this whole big thing. I think if they lean into it, it would be super dope. I think the NHL should do it. Wait.
Oh Jesus!
Wait till the song kick. Wait till the singers kick in. The fucking chorus of angels.
Well, keep talking. Let's put this in the background. Meanwhile, Frank's dropping nuggets of truth in the chat.
That's Ryan Johansson, not Alex Galchenyuk.
He was traded. He was part of the Johansson trade. That's why I was like, I knew he went to the Predators, and he just became a free agent and was immediately signed by the Coyotes. Knew I wasn't going crazy. May not be able to
It's so good.
Oh wait, what? Okay. Turn it off. What team is that for?
No,
that's
so
champions, UEFA champions.
Oh, yeah. That's the UEFA Champions League.
Yeah,
no, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So,
okay.
Oh my god.
Just needed a palate cleanse.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so the Champions League has its own.
She's out of breath.
Yeah, I did a lot. They have their own broadcasters. They have their own pundits. They have the theme song. They have it's a tournament within the season, but it's this huge fucking thing. I think this could be very, very cool if they lean into it. If they treat it like it's meh, it's gonna suck.
All right, there you go.
I get that. Yeah.
Solid call. All right, let's move on to Major League Baseball and the latest update of the standings in the Spiders Cup. Let's start in the American League. Anybody want to guess who's at the bottom of the pile in the American League?
Still 2 of them.
There are still 2 of them. Yeah.
I think I know. It's still open, right?
It might be the Royals and it might be the Athletics.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the Athletics.
The Athletics are a half game worse.
Yeah, 276 and 286. So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
20. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, and somehow the Rockies have lost 2 starting pitchers and have improved over the last couple of weeks.
Yes,
Don't
but
know how
not
that
by
happened.
much.
Not by enough.
No, well, it's
They're on
enough.
the cusp.
It's enough right now. It's 0.002 of a percentage point.
It is right on the cusp.
Mhm.
There's still a
They need to
chance.
be at 383, and they're at
not to mention-
385.
Not to mention the Pirates are just taking a shit in the last half of the first part of the season.
Yeah, they've
They,
Oh,
they
yeah.
have just been dreadful. They started off so hot, and they have lost probably 6 or 7 out of every of the last 10 games. So they're going to be back in the cup here real soon.
They've lost 8 of the last 10.
Yeah.
They are 2-8.
They're bad.
Yeah. They're terrible recently.
Right. As a comparison, the Rockies are 4-6, based mostly off of the win of the series against the Yankees and splitting at home against the Astros, which was unbelievable.
Wild.
Yeah, right. And they're still going to find a way not to trade anybody and not get any better.
Nope.
Because
And if they do, it's they'll get worse.
Yeah, if they trade anybody, it's going to be whoever on our team can actually score.
Yeah. So who is that? Is it
CJ
Crone, Grichuk, and Rymack? Is that it? Are those the 3
Well,
guys?
Didn't Crone just come back from injury?
Yeah.
He's been up and down.
And maybe the one guy that might draw some interest because
Charlie
now
Blackmon.
everyone knows his name is Elias Diaz.
Oh yeah, Diaz for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. McMahon might be able to draw some interest
Charlie Blackmon.
because I think McMahon's leading in RBIs right now.
Charlie Blackmon.
That no one's going to take Charlie Blackmon. Not
No,
that contract.
Not at this point.
Yeah.
Charlie Blackmon.
The guy I think they should move is Daniel Bard, but they won't do it.
No, they won't do it. They love Barty.
I know, but he
I
could be
love
an
Barty.
he could be an 8th inning reliever on a contending team. He'd be fine.
Yeah, I love Barty.
Yeah. So, Mark, are there any other news and notes you want to talk about in the Spiders Cup or in the Major League Baseball?
No, yes. There has been a little bit of shifting in the best legion in baseball. The AL East has shaken up quite a bit since last we spoke. When last we spoke, I believe the Rays were in first, the Orioles were in second, the Yankees were in third in the division. All of the teams are still firmly in the win column, which is pretty kind of cool. Everybody's above 500. But the biggest news is the Orioles have taken first place. The Rays are now 1 game back. The Red Sox are not in the cellar. The Blue Jays are starting to fall apart a little bit. The Yankees are 2-8 in their last 10 and lost a series to the lowly Rockies over the weekend, which is, I think Joe Girardi said, the low point of the season for the Yankees.
I agree with that statement.
Well, as it should be.
Yeah.
He said that. He said that, to the press and stuff. So there you go. If you're going to do something right, Rockies, do it well.
Yeah, somehow the O's are currently the number 1.
They've been building a team forever. They're just finally starting to put it together, and they're finally keeping their team healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Our number 1
They've
in
been
the
plagued by injuries the last few years. So
Yeah, the Orioles, they're on a tear. They're 8-2, and then you got the Rays who have 3-7, and the Blue Jays and the Red Sox are about 7-3 of their last 10. So 3 out of the 5 are playing really good baseball right now.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. And that's it.
And this is your bi-weekly reminder that Shohei Ohtani is a badass.
Yeah. Look at that standings, by the way. Have you seen the AL West?
Yeah. You got.
Could you imagine if Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani played for somebody who is decent?
Yeah. I mean, Angels are still above 500. That's decent.
Because of 2 players.
Sure. Well, because of one right now, the other one's not playing. Hadn't played in a week and won't play for at least another month and a half.
Right.
Yeah, roughly.
So 1 player is keeping them afloat.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're going to have one guy do it, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Well, he's dominating both sides of the plate, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Anything else? Baseball. Going once.
No.
Going twice. Moving on to Dipshit of the Week. And I think it's only fitting that the person who leads off Dipshit of the Week is the dipshit herself. She who started the bit. MJ, take it away.
This one's easy. It's the whoever makes the game notes for the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah.
On what day was that? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it was yesterday. They did their little game notes that they do before the game.
And these are
And
the
then-
notes that they put up on the scoreboard for everyone
on
to
the
see. Yeah.
big ass fancy screen that they bought. If you would excuse me. Using a stethoscope to listen to the heart, cardiologists can detect narrow valves, valve leakage, and/or abnormal rhythm. Don't bother asking him to check your heart, though, Becky. That crushed Titanic sub has more life inside it than that collapsed troll cave you call a chest cavity. Holy shit!
Yeah, someone's taking out some anger on the.
So good. So
Also-
funny.
That's so
All,
funny.
all summer they've had good ones, but that is the heart. That's the first one that I've seen that I've been like, oh, okay,
Someone's not happy.
damn.
All right, Tank.
I'm gonna go with Pat Fitzgerald and the Northwestern football team, who had some
Jesus.
unfortunate things come out about them and some aggressively sexually driven hazing practices against freshmen, unfortunately. And yeah, so that's not great, you know. And he was fired after he's been the coach there, I think, for 12 years, something like that.
Yeah, best coach in Northwestern history.
Yeah, and come to find out that he's saying he knows nothing about what happened, which, if that's true, how crappy of a coach do you have to be to not know that that kind of stuff is going on?
Exactly. Then didn't they just fire like their baseball coach too? They just fired
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah,
I
Not
don't.
long
Yeah,
ago.
I can't remember who it was, but yeah, you're right.
All right, Pat Fitzgerald, Northwestern ex-football coach. Mark, what do you got?
Football coach, yes.
Shout out. I'm not going to do it, but shout out to the Chattanooga Lookouts for their ridiculous alternate jerseys. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm
Do
going to
it.
talk about this.
Do
This
it.
is my dipshit of the week. So the Chattanooga Lookouts are a, lowly minor league baseball team.
Are they triple?
I don't remember. It doesn't matter. They're Bush is what it is. So these fucking geniuses decided to put together a package for, jerseys so they could get people butts in seats. Well, the design of this jersey has shortened the name of the town that they're from to cut off the chat part of it.
the chat.
Yeah,
yeah.
the chat.
And they printed it on a black as fuck jersey in white letters.
They also
Oh.
added an S, which you could say makes it worse, probably.
Oh.
And yeah. And the eyeball emoji when they had to send it out. The tweet.
Yeah. Mhm.
That was rough.
Oh, it's so bad.
That's just zero awareness and common sense. That's
Yeah.
just
Michaela, you look like you have something to say.
oh no, she's reacting.
I think she understands what those jerseys now say.
I was gonna say at least it wasn't red, but like the letters, but
Yeah.
yikes,
It's pretty brutal.
Oh no.
Oh,
I was
no.
going to say Antonio Brown because, but he can. Can we Can we just retire Antonio Brown
Yes.
as like king dipshit?
Absolutely. Yes. He's definitely on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. I don't know if you follow his Twitter account, but you
No,
should just
on
because
purpose.
the man is
No.
the man is falling apart before our very eyes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch
And
that.
it is a little sad, but it's also very interesting.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm not gonna watch any bit of that. I
That
refuse.
guy's losing it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
All right. Well, I've got two. First one, Tank, I'm surprised you didn't go with this as well.
I'll let you have that one. Yeah.
Vikings wide receiver and 2023 first round draft pick Jordan Addison was cited Thursday morning last week for driving 140 miles an hour in a 55 mile an hour zone.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't go with that one too, Tank.
I thought about it.
And the only reason why I actually wanted to bring this up is because the very first reply, and God bless Twitter, the very first reply under the ESPN post about this very thing was, and I quote, "Ruggs was still faster, LOL."
Oh,
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that part. Oh man.
Yeah. So actually, my dipshit of the week
Whoa.
is not one Jordan Addison. It is at wealth_turtle for
Oh
the
my
classic,
God.
the
What a
worst.
fucking crap on that one. Jesus.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yes. Yes.
So the
Now-
dipshit is not the guy trying to speed
no,
speed
the
run to number
the
one on the
dipshit-
Darwin
Yeah,
Awards.
the dipshit is the guy that made the joke about a guy who killed people. So,
Yeah, that's not
Jesus
cool.
Christ.
however, that is my runner-up. My big dipshit of the week, and I'm really surprised that no one picked this because this was big news over the course of the week. If you don't know, there was a podcast recently where one Joel Embiid went out and said that he really wants to win a championship, and it doesn't matter if it's in Philly or somewhere else.
Oh, good Christ. I didn't hear
Lady
that.
and gentlemen, I give you the most mentally soft, unaware dipshit that there ever was. Joel Embiid, who managed now to turn an entire fan base against him because doesn't matter if I win it here or not. Boy, man, you got to read the room. Come on.
In Philly, too.
In
They will
Philly.
tear
They
him
will
apart.
absolutely destroy you for that.
I did
He
not
has to
hear
get
that.
traded, right? Like I know they don't want to, but they're gonna bury
Who-
him in Philly for
Who's
saying
going to
that.
trade him, though?
There's
Who's
rumors
gonna
that the
want
Knicks. There's rumors that the Knicks are sniffing.
He's gonna go to Houston.
That's a lateral move at best if you're going from Philly to New York on how bad you're gonna get trashed for playing soft.
Right?
I don't. Yeah.
He's gonna get smoked
That's-
to the Knicks if he does the same thing there.
From the neck up, some of the stuff this guy says and reacts to, and the way he does it, he reminds me a lot of KD 10 years ago. Like KD with his burner accounts and having to answer every single bit of criticism for one of his 10 burners on Twitter.
What do you mean 10
same
years
thing.
ago? He still does it.
Yeah, but nobody, you don't ever see it anymore.
No one cares anymore.
Yeah, nobody
No,
cares
but he's
anymore.
still doing it. They literally were talking about him, talking about that with him this week.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see any of that.
Yeah, he still has burners.
Yeah, he's got to develop a thicker skin. He's never going to be an NBA champion at this rate.
No.
You have to come and play your best game in crunch time, and he was crap in Game 6. Joel, you've got a lot of work to do in order to be a true superstar, and this is not the way to do it. Idiot of the week, dipshit of the week, whatever.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, not good at all. All right. Final thoughts around the horn. MJ, we'll start with you. What do you got? Anytime.
Did you say something to me?
Yep.
I was on TikTok. Can you ask me again?
I take it all back. MJ is now the dipshit of the week.
Thank
I
you.
said final thoughts.
Everyone watch the Women's World Cup as it's going, and then watch the Champions League next season. Thank you. I need to go grind for shinies. I told Pokemon that my bedtime was at 9:30 p.m., so I missed my bonus for going to bed on time.
I'm
Boop, boop,
sorry.
boop.
All right. Tank.
Lots of dipshits this week. That's pretty good. My favorite thing of the week is still Snyder getting fined immediately after selling the team.
You're right.
That's my highlight of the week, and I'm happy about that. Good luck to Washington.
Washington.
Washington. And pimp the things. This is your
Oh
chance.
yeah, sorry.
Do the
Yeah.
stuff. Do the stuff.
You can find me. Yeah,
Are
on,
you
my
new
brother's-
here? Are you
our
new here?
I am. I'm
It's our
distracted at the moment.
first
You can
fucking
find me
day.
on My Brother's an Idiot. I'll be every other week. You can find me on NTK on alternating weeks, and look forward to some new stuff coming up this football season. I think we're gonna have some interesting fun, and you can also find me at Knox Nostalgic Collectibles on Facebook and Tank Knox on all socials.
All right, Mark, your turn.
Yeah, all that stuff he said. We've got some big news coming up. Can't really discuss much of it yet, but NTK is going to be doing some really fun stuff here in the next couple months. So be on the lookout for us there. Love you guys, all the places, metal.
Metal. Okay, good.
Metal.
For those of you who can't watch this, Mark just saluted.
Yeah.
And apparently that is a period.
Well, that's how I do this sign off.
The end of the
Ontario, Canada.
Canada. Then you say another sentence.
What do I say after that?
And Gothenburg.
And
where the metal
Gothenburg, where the
comes
metal
from.
comes from. Yeah, we love you. Okay.
There you go. All right. Make sure you check us out on all the social channels. You can find My Brother's an Idiot on Facebook. Just search that. You'll find the black logo. We'll get you in. You can find My Brother's an Idiot on Twitch and Twitter at The Idiot Goons. My Instagram, Twitter, and Threads are all at Puffleopicus. Mark's Twitter is at Puffletime, and you can find me on TikTok at King Goon Smoke. For the absent Milty, we love you, Milty.
We love you, Milty.
We love you, Milty. Looking forward to Milty's training camp report coming soon.
Yes.
We're
Oh,
gonna figure that shit out.
and coming soon this fall, live cast of Thursday Night Football.
Right. For MJ and Mark and Tank, my name is Matt. This has been My Brother's an Idiot. Make sure you take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and take care of each other. We love you guys. We'll catch you next time. See ya.
Gene